Turned out the fingerprints weren't mine. Welcome to FORZA RAMBLE, everybody! It's that time of the afternoon. Skyrockets in flight, afternoon delight.
You don't have any fingerprints because you had them lasered off because you commit so many atrocious crimes. It was worth it. It was an investment that paid off for you.
Pete Donaldson's here.
Hello.
It's the first time...
I put money on the table.
Look at
all that money.
Extravagant displays of wealth from Pete Donaldson. The rumours are true about you.
I do leave money around the house.
My
dad once told me a story that the greatest part of his life was going to his locker when he worked in the Navy. Can you work in the Navy? Can you stop that, please?
Yep, go on, carry on.
All right, echo chamber. My dad used to go to his locker when he was in the Navy, and he used to have just £10 notes and stuff in his locker, and he said it was the greatest time of my life. That's success of my dad, a locker full of £10 notes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that could be a lot of money.
That could be a lot of money, but I imagine there was just 3 or 4.
Was it like that scene in Trainspotting when Spud discovers the money?
Yeah, exactly.
You'd put it there for him. There you are, Dad. Thanks for serving the nation.
And we're looking at ourselves 30 seconds behind.
Exactly, yeah. That's so I can look at the comments, okay? That's not for you to comment on. That's for you, the good viewers, to comment. Tell what you think about Pete's T-shirt, what you think about what he said, what you think about Iceland and the baby bloom. Don't talk to us about Article 50, because we know about as much as the government. But get your comments in. Kojo has said, loving Pete's granddad cardi.
Kojo? As in the famous radio DJ Kojo.
Oh, sorry.
Kojo, the stand-up.
Who loves your baby?
That's a reference, isn't it? To all the 23-year-olds on their lunch break. Hello, everyone.
John McNamara said, what the actual fox? That's not bad.
Well, it's not a fox, for one. It's a...
Did you buy it in the 21st or the 20th century?
What?
Is it a 21st century fox?
Well, it's not a fox.
What is it then?
It's a dog. It's a Shiba dog.
Ah, the Queen of Sheba.
Shiba Inu desu.
Well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. That's Craig Monroe said, magnificent hair markers. Thank you very much, Craig. I've recently changed my shampoo. You should do that from time to time.
Why?
Because your hair gets used to the shampoo and it doesn't pack the same punch.
Do you wash your hair every time you go in the shower? Because a lot of people don't.
What?
Well, certainly people with thicker hair that get away with not washing it. I've got to wash it every time to make it look this lovely.
Yeah. You don't have natural curves, do you?
No, I don't have natural curves. No, mine is very much artificial.
I'm all man.
Could be hiding anything under there.
I could be indeed.
£10.
It should be on the table. What have we got here? Matthew just says, "Wow, such Donaldson."
Yeah, exactly. Wow, so the dog. The dog.
Kenny Monroe, Pete Doggleton.
Yes, good. So we're all getting behind the dog thing. It's a dog, not a fox. Shall we get on with the football? Peter,
this is his fashion taste.
This is my stock in trade, mate.
We need to accept it and all move on together. Some people are different, and it's equally as valuable. Okay?
I bought a jacket.
As for those of us who are normal.
I bought a jacket the last time I went to Tokyo, covered in
dog hair,
covered in cats.
Oh,
I just covered it was a pink lame jacket. It was a horror show. It really is. But I'm well up for wearing it at some point. I've never worn it out.
Yeah.
So one day.
That's lovely.
Me and you down the disco. We're off to Madrid next week.
We are. Indeed we are. And I look forward to it immensely. We were going to start with Iceland, but Tom has said Ronaldo's new airport statue. Discuss. Cristiano Ronaldo he's got his 71st goal for Portugal recently. And the airport in Madeira is going to be named after him.
I'm not being funny, right? He's not the most famous resident of Madeira. The fella who invented the cell... Well, he didn't invent it. He discovered the cells that...
Right. The fact that you've referred to him as the fella suggests that Cristiano Ronaldo is the most famous.
His name is Dr. Langerhans, but I can't remember his first name.
Hello, I'm Dr. Langerhans.
I'm Dr. Langerhans. But he discovered the islet of Langerhans, which emits insulin. So he discovered literally the building blocks of our selves.
Yeah.
And
how many goals has he scored at international level?
Exactly. Has he ever lifted the Euros? No.
Yeah. Has he ever got another team to win him the Euros? No, he hasn't.
Has he ever taken his shirt off?
Yeah.
And flexed?
Look, if you've got a story about Dr. Langerhans, come on.
Or he's
touched all our lives.
If you have diabetes, let us know. I don't know.
With his Langerhans.
I want to know the percentage of diabetes listeners and how much they ought to. Because he was important.
Oddly, that's relevant.
Insulin. Yeah, it is. I'd have got a percentage.
Yeah, true enough.
Who's got an EpiPen on them right now? I want to know.
I hate to think. John McNamara says, tell us more about Trevor Sinclair on the wreck in Hartlepool, Pete. Tell us more.
That was a story in a book called The Football Ramble.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's not really much to tell, to be honest. I was playing football, and Michael Brown, the Man City footballer who comes from Hartlepool, he popped over and had a bit of a kickabout with us, and then a man appeared on a bike from quite far away, and he had like tight dreads. My mate thought it might have been Trevor Sinclair, but it wasn't. There aren't many black people in Hartlepool.
Is that right?
And so you can kind of assume why he thought that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Excellent.
Well, if one Premier League footballer turns up, another one's going to.
But you do a good impression of Trevor Sinclair, though.
Do I?
Oh no, it's
on
Trevor.
The football.
Yeah, no, it's
Trevor Francis.
Yeah, one of the Trevors.
One of the Trevors.
Trevor Brooking, maybe.
Oh, what was that one? I played It's Coming Home, Three Lions. What's the start of Three Lions? Where he goes, they're just going to go on and get bad results, or something like that.
We're going to go on getting
bad results. Bad results. Bad results.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. One of England's recent bad results was against Iceland.
Yeah, Iceland.
And Iceland beat the Republic of the Ireland people. Ireland lost 1-0. I mean, it was a second-string Ireland team, really. But the big news coming out of Ireland is that they're witnessing record-breaking births 9 months after they beat England 2-1 at the Euros.
Yeah. Babies are coming out left, right and centre. Oh, can I change the subject almost immediately?
Go on.
Shaun Wright Phillips' son.
In the under-16s. England under-16s.
Ian Wright's grandson in the under-16s.
Yeah.
What's that about?
That's fantastic.
Isn't that insane?
Bradley's conquered America. Tricky market, as we know. Many English people have tried. Shaun Wright Phillips, he had his time.
Yeah.
Very, very speedy. Played with some big teams.
I think like 80% of footballers are going to be related to Ian Wright by the end of it. By the end of, like, I don't know,
He's
the
not
decade.
the football James Brown.
Why, did he have a lot of kids, James Brown? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he became father again when he was like 70 or something.
Okay.
Yeah. It could happen. Maybe the whole, Wright Phillips, that could be a dynasty.
The dynasty, the Wrights.
The Wright Phillips dynasty. What do we make?
I'm happy with that.
Well, because they talk about us having an ageing population in the Great British Isles, so that could help. In Iceland, they've only got a population of just over 300,000, as we know. It's been well documented. So this could be quite the welcome injection of babies into the country.
Oh, right, okay, sorry. Right, okay, yeah, so it was in Iceland, right, okay.
I mean,
they've got enough room. Shaun Wright Phillips has not had sex with anyone in Iceland, let's make that very clear. But, well, he might have done, I don't know.
That we know of.
But, oh, right, okay. Well, they've got enough room, haven't they, Iceland? It's very sparsely populated. There's obviously Reykjavik at the bottom, and then a couple of towns over here or something. I mean, and that's even before you start getting on one of those biplanes and heading on over to Greenland. So I really want to go to Greenland. Is it good? Has anyone ever been to Greenland?
Yeah, get in touch if you've been to Greenland. I don't reckon they have.
No. Well, it's a weird kind of like...
It's an enormous landmass.
It's an enormous landmass, but like I kind of want to go out partying in Greenland because it's basically just oil riggers and crazy people and alcoholics and Canadians. And it's just all kind of like all mashed together, and there's fighting. Everyone's drunk.
And you feel you could put it all together?
I'm just saying, Ramble nightclub, Greenland, beautiful.
Yeah, Peatland. That's what we want. Yeah. So well done to those Iceland peoples
for having a sex.
Roy Hodgson. Imagine that. After they witnessed Roy Hodgson on television, they all went and did it. Maybe they've got weird habits in Iceland with that kind of thing.
I mean, what I would say is, there's also been, in recent years, an injection of tourism as well. There's probably something to do there as well. Because we're so sexy, aren't we, compared to Scandinavians?
I don't think the Icelandics struggle in the sexy front, do they?
No. Their water stinks of sulphur, though. I mean, I'm surprised they get anything done without going, what's that smell? Oh, it's the water.
Yeah. That's fair enough. Rich Dixon has just put thoughts, ? I mean, that's a terrifying thing to ask us. Don't ask us what we're actually thinking.
On the day of Brexit? Really?
Oh, dear. Aaron has said Greenland has beer. Yeah, I'd have thought so.
Greenland, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? Yeah.
I mean, at the very least imported. Oh, man. Sam Cooper, what did you make of the video refereeing last night? Yes, Sam. France were lost to Spain. Griezmann had a goal chalked off by the video. I love the fact that the line... You see, the assistant referee or the linesman, as they were in old money, when the pound was worth something, they
bring back the guinea.
They're basically being undermined.
Yeah,
by the video referee.
It's weird, and it certainly needs to be streamlined from the second goal that didn't get chalked off in the end. It took such a long time. It's either a yes or no. I can't figure it out. Surely he's got a little kind of jog shuttle. to use all VHS parlance, but like he just sort of moved back and forth really, really quickly.
Sometimes they take a while to take.
Yeah, but I mean, surely video refereeing could be in conjunction with literal automatic figuring out where the players are compared to where the ball is. I mean, presumably, like they do this with Sky Sports all the time. Like you can mask out a player, move him around and stuff, so they can know where the players are. And there are certain ways of doing it. There's there's infrared, there's depth cameras and stuff like that. So they could work it out using technology, not a bloke going, Steve, give me a second. I'm just having me latte. It's not unworkable.
For evening games that they need night vision to figure it out.
That was just too slow, wasn't it? The second time was just too slow. Apparently there's a guy in a van outside the stadium.
I love that. I love the fact the video referee...
Parked up next to Townsend's stat truck.
The video referee, right, it's in his hands whether that's a goal or not. Crucial decision. And most crucial decisions, it's from a man dressed in a referee's outfit, bang, centre of the field, everyone is around him. It's sort of like he is conducting the play, in a sense, if you will. The video referee thinking, oh, this is a good gig. I'm gonna make, you're away out. You're not even in the ground. Why is he not in the flipping a box or something?
He's in like a Starbucks. Wi-Fi's gone down, Steve. But what gets me is I reckon the referee just went, look, this is literally threatening my very livelihood, right? I'm going to pretend I haven't heard what he said. So you go, Steve, I need a decision. Sorry, what was that, Steve? You're breaking up.
It's not happening. It's not happening. Simon Newby said, watching from Southampton, willing to be your Southampton correspondent. All right.
I think we've only got one on the south coast with Luke, I guess.
Portsmouth.
I know, but
he's
still.
not based there, though, is he?
No.
Why do we don't need a Southampton correspondent, but we appreciate that. Jim has said, watching from China too.
Ooh.
There's someone else watching from China that I haven't seen here. Jamie Mellor.
It's the state of propaganda seem to be watching us. Oh no!
Luckily we're safely on this island, eh? Jamie Mellor with an old ramble.
Someone's on a VPN. There's no Facebook in China, is there?
No, there is.
Someone's on a VPN.
No, I think...
You got past the Great Firewall of China, guys. What's going on?
Don't say that. Someone will be knocking on his front. Oh, Finn Todd watching from China. Willing to be your China correspondent. There he is.
Whereabouts are you, Finn?
I don't know.
Is that all you got?
To be fair, you asked Finn not
Click on his profile.
To be honest, I'm not... Beijing. He's in Beijing.
Beautiful part of the world.
Is it right?
I queued for about 2 hours to get into Tiananmen Square.
Did you?
And
Which year was this?
My mate is very...
Was this year or last year?
No, it was this year. Yeah, this year.
Sorry, yeah. I forget how many times you've...
My mate was in Tiananmen Square, and he's a very nervous chap. And he genuinely thought that the Chinese authorities were listening to what we were saying. And I'm like, mate, they're probably not asked about a couple of idiot Englishmen walking around.
It was people trying to practice their English, and they're going, what? I'm not getting any of this. Gordon Bennett. Mbappe, the Monaco man, was called up to the France squad for both games. And I love this. Sergio Ramos said, because he's much talked about, I think he's 19, give or take. You know, huge promise. He's a part of that Monaco side that are scoring goals for lots and lots of fun. And Sergio Ramos has said, the gates of Real Madrid are always open to players like him.
Oh, what's that about?
It's brilliant.
What's that about?
It's grandioso. Who are there? I bet there are gates at Real Madrid.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. And secondly, why is Sergio Ramos not in charge of their transfer policy?
No. Well, maybe he is. Maybe that's something he wants to move into. He's getting on in years, I guess.
That's true.
I don't know. I mean, the gates are open and the tax is equivalent to Monaco, I'd say.
Yeah, true enough. Mr. Soares is watching from Brazil. Marvellous stuff.
Okay, what's hello in Portuguese? Must be hola.
Hola, probably. Obrigado. We can definitely say that.
That's thank you.
Bom dia. That's like good day, I think. Well, let's leave the language lessons for now. Brian has said, hello, Marcus. I'm in Sydney and I'm tired. Glad to see you boys at it. Well, we're not at it yet, Brian. Stick around, mate. You'll see us very tired in just a minute.
What time is it in Sydney? Can you figure it out?
I don't know. It's about 12 hours ahead, something like that, 10 hours. Martin, I think he was one in China, said, all on the VPN, Pete.
All on the VPN. Lovely old job.
Oh.
I imagine him on a hill in Beijing. Are there any hills in Beijing? It's not really a hilly place.
I don't know.
Very spread out. Oh, and the taxis, and the illegal taxis are the best ones.
Are they?
Yeah, I don't know why I said that.
Why is that?
The illegal taxis are the best ones. Cheers.
Arsene Wenger reckons France have the best players and they're going to dominate world football for the next few years. Give Wenger the job because they'll finish fourth at the World Cup.
Hubris. Such hubris. Hang on, so you said that about Arsenal?
No, he said that about France.
Oh, sorry, I was very confused. I mean, was that before the defeat or after it?
Wouldn't it be amazing in International Week from absolutely nowhere? Wenger calls a press conference and just goes, Arsenal are going to dominate world football for the next few years.
It's me at the helm, yay! And he holds up a Wenger in banner, yay!
That's the announcement. That is the announcement. We're going to do it. Who are you signing? What?
We don't sign players.
We're just going to step up.
We've made Giroud an inch higher.
Oh dear.
Super Giroud.
Dear oh dear. Murray James, friend of the Ramble. Murray James.
Ramble.
Talking of languages, the German
we
word...
send each other such grot sometimes, me and Murray James. Not like pornography, but just like some weird memes.
This is sort of in the same vein. The German word for contraceptive pill is anti-baby pill.
Shut up! Stop talking nonsense. He's full of shite. Are we allowed to swear?
Well, you just have.
No,
He's live.
Yeah, full of shite.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we added one viewer, which then disappeared after I said it.
Oh, no.
Just as I said shite.
Oh, deary me.
Never mind.
What else happened in the world of... I'm crying, it's that upsetting. Brazil have already qualified.
Wait until we're at it, mate. You'll be crying then, buddy.
I'll be crying after. Brazil, they've already qualified for Russia 2018.
Yeah.
First team to qualify. I thought that they're top of the group. They're comfortably top of the group. I think they're on 33. The next side is on 24. So they've got a healthy lead. Already qualified. I was like, surely Ronaldinho can get a call up. Just hand out a few call ups.
They're on the beach. But I mean, like,
well, they're always on the beach.
They're always on the beach. But I mean, what I would say is that that is fantastic news. But are they exercising the demons a little too early? Do they need to bring that performance into the tournament? Because they might take their foot off the gas now, aren't they?
They might do.
There's no kind of preparation.
Absolutely not. They could have. People might have said they exercised the demons when they beat Germany on penalties to win the Olympics. With Neymar getting the winning penalty. Oh, what a time it was that summer with Britain.
You love a bit of Olympics football, don't you?
Well, it's all right.
It's all right.
I don't love it.
Right.
I've seen a final at Wembley before.
You have, yeah. You commentated on the Paralympics, didn't you? The Paralympics football.
Well, no, I was a stadium host for the blind five-a-side and the cerebral palsy seven-a-side at the London Olympics in 2012.
Right.
And there was the day when the commentator didn't turn up for the blind five-a-side football.
But you don't know any of the players. How did that even work?
Well, no, he obviously did it because he was prepped. He's a professional.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a commentator.
That man's passing that man.
That's literally what I was doing.
Oh.
I was asked to fill in for him. So I was sat there. I may have, forgive me if you've heard this.
It's a blind leading the blind,
but we're having a long... And I was commentating, and I thought, there wasn't that many people that said, I thought, no one's listening to me commentating. So I'd be like, yeah, and... I was just going
I'm the Scat Man!
That's exactly what I was doing. Welcome to Scat Man's world is how I began. And I would do, I'd be like, oh, and he has a shot, and the keeper saves it. Flick the switch off, have a little bite of my baguette, and they did carry on. And someone came in the gallery and said to the director, we've had complaints that there's big gaps in the commentary. And I was like, you have a go.
You are known, Marcus, as a member of the Ramble, as loving the most boring sandwiches. Is that fair?
That's fair, yeah.
I mean, we can be on and they come out of nowhere. You have
come out of my fridge, mate.
You always have a sandwich secreted about your person.
I did have today.
Right. Yeah. What did you have? Ham?
No.
Mustard?
No. Oh, no.
You don't like mustard, do you?
I hate mustard.
It's just it's a bit of butter on some brown bread.
That's it.
And ham.
That was cheese today.
It was right.
That's all I had.
It's cheese.
You
need to go to a Pret a Manger, see how they're doing things.
I like the salmon and cream cheese sandwich is my favourite sandwich on the high street, which is Pret.
Have you got a really small mouth? You can only put that amount in it. And when we get down to it later on,
that small mouth will go against me, won't it?
You only eat things that thin. It's weird.
That's not true.
Your sandwiches are always that. Well, I have four because I'm well hard.
Oh, Mark Leach, Alan Ball's nickname used to be Ball Bag.
What? That was the best bit of work you could find on the page.
Brian said, Marcus, you've mentioned me. Does that make me a friend of the Ramble? No, Brian, it does not. You've got to earn that.
How did that? I forget what the rules are anymore, to be honest with the old friends of the
Jamie
Ramble.
Mellor's reported us to Ofcom, apparently. Was he one of the ones in China? Good luck with that, Jamie.
Can someone say, if I do a crank call, right, Ofcom's bound by the fact that you have to when you do something. If I got something in mind.
You've done your fair few of them.
If you on the radio, you've got to tell a person that they're on the radio, either before or after the call. I think you can get away with not doing that on there. So I'm just saying we get some footballers' phone numbers.
Yeah, we'll bring them up here.
Yo, Savage, what's going on, baby?
Marcus, how did you manage to get Al Gore's biscuit that time? That's from Richard. I don't think that was that me? That was me.
Yeah, you would have remembered.
Yeah,
I've not got an Al Gore story. Have you got an Al Gore story? Clearly, yes.
Apparently, there was a plate of biscuits. I was in a news broadcasting outlet. I was in a news agent. And Al Gore went for the custard creams, and I got there before him.
Is that true?
No, that's not true.
Right.
I was in where was I? Sky News, I think.
Right.
Many years ago, and there was a plate of biscuits, and apparently they were originally for Al Gore, and I don't think he finished them all.
Right.
Which is probably why I didn't go on to be president. You're not going to finish your biscuits.
The inconvenient truth is he never finishes a plate of biscuits.
Can you be trusted with the economy of the country? I don't know. I seriously don't know. Beth Kohler said, "What's your favourite sandwich?"
Oh, that's a big one, isn't it? I'm fond of a smoked salmon sandwich, I guess.
Oh well, there we are.
So we can't go much further than it can't go much wrong with a BLT, I think.
Yeah.
Chicken and bacon. I'll eat anything. I will eat anything.
He will do that. That's to be fair. Matt Tilby has said the samble.
The football sample. Sample.
At least he's getting involved.
At least he's getting involved.
I like this. Tite, the Brazilian coach, of course they've already qualified. He said, "My greatest joy is sharing joy." Which is probably quite an abstract...
Like Al Gore shared his biscuits.
Wait, inadvertently. That's probably quite an abstract thought, considering a man like yourself who is just consumed with taking.
What do you mean? I'm very sharey.
How much money have you got in your pocket, in your velvet trousers?
Pete
is wearing some sort of velvet... That's bloody lovely.
I mean, we're getting into summer now. I can't be wearing velvet trousers. This is my final 2017 spring velvet trouser experience. So drink it in, guys. Drink it in.
Damien has said, what would you do to make the international break more meaningful, i.e. group reconstruction or following the South American qualification process? I don't know what you mean by that, Damien. The South American qualification process exists because there are only about, 12 or 13 nations qualifying. So does Europe... Is that what these referendums are going to do? Britain, all the British sides are now out of the European qualification and we need to kind of shorten it.
What, so we just play each other and then we go into
I don't know, because there's how many European nations are there? About 37 or something like that. You can't do the same. I don't know how you'd make it... more interesting. Bring in... I don't know. I really don't know. You ever trying to bring in knives?
Right, then. More knives.
Kenny Monroe, any more Tim Howard updates?
I mean, that was obscene. Did it come from an email?
I've no idea.
Or something? Like the Solange Knowles was going out with Tim Howard. And the fella who she's going out with, I'm sure he's very famous. I've not a clue who he is.
Yeah. But he invented, penicillin.
He looks a little bit like Tim Howard. Like, he's got a beard.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about it. But I remember seeing those silly pictures where they're on their bikes about 2 years ago. They got married ages ago.
Yeah, what was
I'm furious. I'm furious at that slip.
I think it's all right. Oh, you won't like this, Peter.
What?
Kevin has said, Pete wearing a 2-year-old meme, disgraceful.
It's not a 2-year-old meme because he's a spaceman. So
exactly. The joke's on you,
I've
Kevin.
also got another T-shirt where it's like a waffle stack in a spaceman suit. So I have 2 pictures of space men and space waffles.
Honestly.
Look at the state of me.
I know.
I've put on so much weight recently.
Yeah, but you're still very slim. Dylan has said, Pete, have you ever been mistaken for Colin Murray?
No, I have a difficult accent like him, but no. I get mistaken. I don't get mistaken. I get lookalikes every single week, don't I?
I thought one of the guys from Gogglebox, the 2 hairdressers who are in Brighton.
What?
The Gogglebox, Gogglebox, the 2 hairdressers.
Is that genuinely their jobs?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just checking.
And, no, they are gay.
Okay.
And, that's what you're getting on about. That wasn't like they're friends with Dorothy. You look like one of those guys.
He's got the same hair as me.
Yeah.
He's a bit more chubby.
He's a bit more cuddly.
I look like everyone from God. I've had a million of them. They're usually unwell-looking people.
Connor asking, what's in Pete's glass?
Just water. What's his problem? I'll knock him out. Reply, I'll knock him out.
What's his problem?
What's his problem?
He's got no problem at all.
I'll spark him right out, blood.
Oh, dearie me. Gerald has said, I don't know if I can read all of this. A Chinese player's wife claims that his extramarital affairs are behind his embarrassing mistake in a World Cup qualifying defeat to Iran on Tuesday. He's in trouble. He's in big trouble. What about in China recently, in the Chinese Super League, the player who stamped on Alex Witzel's foot? 6 months ban.
6 months. But they'd never do that to someone like Tevez. Tevez was on the sidelines, wasn't he? Looking on, going, I better calm it down. Better not do any of me naughties.
Tevez got the referee in a headlock.
And like one of the,
he just got sin binned for 10 minutes.
There was a lad who also got banned for 2 matches for dissent, I think, in that match as well.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Insane.
No, because someone missed a penalty and he went, yeah, nice one. Because he
that's right, yes.
And he's like, that's too much.
Did you see Giroud yesterday pointing where he's going to put the penalty?
Did he?
Was bloody right as well, and the keeper didn't listen to him.
Giroud?
Outrageous. Giroud.
Well, he missed.
Say again.
You mean the one he scored against Luxembourg?
No. Giroud was pointing to the keeper.
Yes.
Saying the lad's going to kick it. I can't remember who took the penalty, but he's going to kick it that way.
Silva, I think it was.
It was Silva. Yes, it was Silva. Silva's going to kick it that way, and the keeper ignored his advice, and Silva put exactly where Giroud said he was going to do it.
Would you take Giroud's advice?
Depends
on what. If it was fashion and
hair, being a handsome man. I think anyone that tall and that handsome, I would sort of, follow to the ends of the earth.
People are suggesting you look a little bit like Macaulay Culkin.
I used to have that when I was a kid. I used to.
Yeah.
I mean,
we don't know
Macaulay
what he looks
Culkin now. We know exactly what he looks like now. He looks terrible.
Yeah.
But I used to look like him when I was a kid.
Did
when I was a little one.
Okay.
George telling us to wrap up.
Is that
He's
right?
bored of this fraff.
No, I'm having
Have we gone through all the stories yet?
I'm having a lovely time.
We've done no football.
No, that's fine. Don't worry about that.
Fine.
Oh, look. I've got one. A Pete Donaldson quiz. Should we finish with a quiz? We've got a couple of minutes.
Okay.
This is a Premier League quiz.
Right.
Which former Man United player...
Risky, Marcus.
Which former Man United player has been subbed more times than anyone in Prem history?
Which Manchester United player has been subbed more times? Solskjaer.
Former. No.
Oh, former.
Ryan Giggs.
Oh, really?
He's been subbed off more to 134 times in Premier League history.
I guess he is a jinky winger who would tire out possibly, and you think fresh legs, and he has played more matches than everyone else. So, yeah.
There we are. It makes sense. Only 3 players have scored, made an assist, and scored an own goal in a single Premier League game. One of them is a current Manchester United player. One of them is a former Spurs player. One of them is a former Bolton player.
God, there's too many options there.
Yeah.
Give us them. So, what's the Manchester United player?
That's Wayne Rooney.
All right, okay. I can't remember Wayne Rooney scoring an own goal.
Yeah, all of that. Kevin Davis and Gareth Bale. Here's one for you. Which player has missed the most Premier League penalties in the history of the Premier League? He's also scored the most. One for
Alan.
You. Yes!
Alan.
It's Alan Shearer.
Amy Obi's got a terribly good goal record, penalty record.
Does he really?
He's got a terrible goal record.
1 out of 1.
Terrible. He's a decent penalty taker.
All right, here we go. Last one. The only player born before 1960 to have scored a Premier League hat-trick. He's currently an international manager.
Oh, God. Premier League.
Yeah.
He's currently an international manager.
So he's born before 1960.
Jesus.
And Sir Alex Ferguson hates him.
Oh, Roy Keane.
No, Gordon Strachan.
Oh, right, okay.
I see where you went there. I see where you went there.
Well, he's deputy, isn't he?
Yeah, I think we've got to go.
We've got to go. Got to get out of here.
Yeah, blimey O'Reilly. Thank you very much for all your comments. There was a lot there. Most of them unusable, so up your game next week. And we'll try and do the same.
Yay.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much
coming along.
to Pete Donaldson and his dog Fox. Docs.
That's what people do to websites to kill them.
Is that right?
They dox them.
No way. So at least we learned on something interesting there. We will be in your ears on Friday morning with the preview show. So get on that.
More Solange Knowles chat, no doubt.
There we go. We've got to go. Then. Have a lovely afternoon.
Bye.